What's up, y'all? It's your boy Crow, coming to you semi-live from the Willamette Valley. I'm out on the edge of Springfield. This is the last street light before you get into the pitch black woods. You know, if you ever go into the woods, like when you start to go in, you feel like a resistance. But that's a test from the spirits there to see if you're worthy to be there or not. And if you push forward, when you feel the resistance, a lot of times you'll feel better. Sometimes it's just pitch black out there and I get a little bit scared. Not scared, but sometimes you just go, ooh, it's creepy around here. And it's times like that when I just start saying random shit in Tolowa, you know what I'm saying? This is the Valley of the Ancestors, so I figure if I wear my hat and I speak Tolowa, then maybe they won't mind me so bad. And it's true though that when I act like that, I feel better. I don't feel so scared anymore. But I'm digressing from the point. In the last chapter, almost the last verse of the book of John, it says, Jesus completed many more deeds than these. I'm paraphrasing. You can check it and get it verbatim, but you'll see what I'm getting at. And that I suppose if all of the deeds that Jesus performed were to be written down, the world could not contain the books that it would fill. Right there is in the middle of the Bible is a sign that God is not limited to the Bible. It says it right there in John. And so remember I was talking about exoteric Christianity versus esoteric Christianity? Well, I'm going to teach you like this, man. Consider your fingernail, right? Your fingernail is a part of you. It's got your DNA in it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just a little bitty tip of the iceberg compared to what you are as a person. So like, if I teach you the exoteric meaning of a rock, I'm gonna find a rock. Look, I got rocks all over the place. Look, here's a rock. Now you can see that. But here's a rock. I found a rock. This is a rock. You shouldn't throw rocks at people because it could hurt. You could build houses out of rocks. You could do all kinds of things with rocks. That's the exoteric teaching about rocks. The esoteric teaching, the hidden teaching, the things that they don't tell everybody because not everybody could grasp it, is that every physical thing has a spiritual counterpart that is way more immense than the part you can see. So you see a rock right here, but this rock is just the fingernail. It represents the fingernail of the whole spiritual form of this same rock that I'm holding in my hand. And every rock is that way. Furthermore, if you take the story of Jesus of Nazareth, one guy, it is but the fingernail of the whole God complex. In Hebrew, there's two main words that they use for God. It's Elohim and Jehovah. So in the beginning of the book of John, when it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, what they're saying is that in the beginning was Elohim. And with Elohim was the Logos, or Jehovah. And what happened was, see, the word Elohim doesn't just mean God. It means a group of celestial beings. It means 6 celestial beings. That's why the Star of David has a 6-point star on it. It means the 6 celestial beings that make up what we call God. There's 6 of them? Yeah, bro. There's fucking 6 of them. That Jehovah is just one. So that's also, there's so many number references in the Bible. If you go all the way back to Genesis, there's 6 days, and then there's a day of rest, because the day of rest is the day where you take over. The other 6 days is controlled by the 6 aspects of God, or the 6 angelic beings, or the 6 celestial beings, however you want to slice it. So in esoteric Christianity, they teach that in the beginning, the 6 celestial beings that we call God in the name Elohim formed the solar system, and they formed the earth. They formed the earth so that they could farm humans. The other Elohim separated from the earth as they were making the rest of the solar system, as they were keeping the sun lit and setting the other planets where they go. But Jehovah remained with the earth. And the Logos, or Jesus, is the manifestation of Jehovah. And the word Jehovah, I will say again, is a multi-sex word. Number one, it means there's 2 deities, and it means that there's 2 sexes. So there's male and female. Jehovah is 2 beings that consist male and female. And I'm here to tell you that this is represented in the Egyptian religion with Osiris and Isis, the sister, brother, father, mother god. Jesus is the fingernail of the God complex. Jesus is the fingernail of a group of heavenly beings that made this solar system and continues to sustain it, that the powers that be have crammed it into this word that they use, that they call God. So here's exoteric Christianity. There is one God, and He's our God, and so you do what we say because you don't understand it. In Freemasonry, in mainstream Freemasonry, they give you the degrees just to see how you act with them. And then once they see how you act with the degrees, then they raise you up to the level of Shriner and to 33rd degree Mason. Once they think that you can be trusted with secrets and shit like that. With esoteric shit. So Christianity, exoteric Christianity, we say, you better be good or you'll go to hell. And once the higher Christians see how you act with that information, then they might let you in on some real shit. If they even know it. If they've even been let in on real shit in their life. God is an active motherfucker. But you can't put it into one word. And you can't put it into your fingernail. Just any more than you could put yourself into your fingernail, dog. And in the same way that Jesus is the fingernail of the God complex, you are the fingernail of your complex. And therefore, the God complex. That's why number 7 is lucky. Because it represents the 6 angelic beings and you representing them and putting in work and hoping to be able to evolve to their state. You're welcome.